All right, folks, we've made it. It's time. We've made it to the pine grove here. We're currently at the edge of a pretty nice looking pine grove. I've been wanting to do this video for a long time now. I've just been very busy with some work and the weather's been kind of sketchy lately. But anyways, today's a beautiful spring day. It's probably approaching 80 degrees. It's pretty warm today for spring. I don't know about you guys, but something about pine groves, it brings back a ancestral blood memory. So anyways, I want to go over today my thoughts on the Hyperborean Larp Kit. I have my notes today for to consult. Make sure to get the details correct on some of this stuff. What is the Hyperborean Larp Kit? You may be asking. What is Hyperborea? Well, if you know, you know. What is the Hyperborean Larp Kit? In my opinion, number one, a Hyperborean Larp Kit, it looks good and it looks somewhat professional. And number two, it uses an esoteric European camo pattern. And works some examples of those. Obviously, Flecktarn I'm wearing today. There's Tropentarn. There's Danish M84, Swedish M90, Finnish M05 or M05, however we want to say that. If I'm missing some cool European camo patterns, please let me know. Comment in the comment section if I'm missing something that's out there that's pretty cool looking and esoteric. So how do you look good and somewhat professional? Obviously you're going to want to be in some decent physical condition, decent shape. You want to be have your uniform, your top and your bottom probably matching the same camo pattern. And then your kit, such as your chest rig, your pack, whatever, stuff like that. You don't have to have, I don't think, the same matching camo pattern as your clothing. It might be a good idea to do so, but for example, with this Flecktarn kit, Ranger Green would look probably pretty good if you use it for all your gear. So all your gear is one color, and then your uniform is the same camo pattern, top and bottom. That, to me, in my opinion, would look, professional compared to as just random colors here and there. This is a Ranger Green dangler on this chest rig. So whatever you think looks good with whatever camera pattern that you go with. Obviously, I chose for this kit Flecktarn. So today I'll be going over mostly just Flecktarn stuff. I won't be talking about the other patterns mentioned earlier. Now for Flecktarn, there's two different ways of going about acquiring your kit, in my opinion. You could go with the military surplus side of things, the old surplus Flecktarn gear and uniforms. Or you could go with modern stuff. Obviously, I've chosen modern Flecktarn gear. That, to me, I just like modern gear in general. I like the fit of modern gear. And the surplus Flecktarn might be getting harder to find these days. I don't know. And either way, it's going to be kind of expensive. So it's your call on what you want to use. But I would not recommend mixing the surplus Flecktarn stuff with the new production Flecktarn gear. It would probably look kind of odd. It'd be best if you use all surplus or all modern gear as far as your Flecktarn stuff is concerned. So that being said, let's get into it. Let's get into my kit I brought here today. I've been using this stuff for a few months now. Like I said, I've been wanting to do this for a long time. So some of this stuff I would like to change eventually here soon. I'll talk about that later. So for my gear, let's go over clothing to begin with. The top is from Helikon-Tex. It's called the MBDU Field Shirt. The pants are from Arktis. These are the C222 Ranger trousers. The belt, this BDU style belt, is the Helikon-Tex Urban Tactical Belt in olive green. The balaclava I'm wearing today is from Sneagle. I think that's how you pronounce it. Snigel. I don't know. Correct me if you want in the comments. I believe it's made in Sweden, maybe. I have to double check on that. It's called the Sneagle FR Anaklava, and typically I'll be wearing though this ball cap, also from Helikon-Tex. This Flecktarn ball cap. Normally I'll be wearing this or my helmet. And then when it's cold out, I do have also from Helikon, I also have a fleece watch cap. The boots I'm wearing today, it's off screen probably, are from Meindl. This is a German boot company. These are called, they're the Meindl Baddeley boots. I don't know how to pronounce that exactly. Baddeley is the name of a mountain apparently on the border of Italy and Switzerland or something. I don't know. I do have some snow gear here today. I'm going to touch about that later. For my bump helmets, this is a Team Windy bump with the Parashooter Gear scrim. German flag patch back there, PVC patch. The ear pro connected. Eventually I do want to get a ballistic helmet, but for now this is what I'm using, Team Windy bump with the scrim. The pack that I've been using is the Helikon-Tex EDC backpack. It's a 21 liter pack. I'm not a huge fan of this pack. I might talk about that later a bit. The chest rig I'm wearing is the Kalin Concepts XLCR chest rig. It stands for the extra large chest rig. And for gloves, I'm just wearing Mechanics black gloves here. So that's a very quick and dirty rundown of what I'm wearing today. Also have the rifle. I'll touch on that later. So let's quickly go over the snow gear. So when you're putting your kit together, you're going to want to ask yourself, are you in an area that snows? Does it get cold? If the answer is yes, maybe consider getting some sort of over-white set or just over-white pants or maybe just the top. This was really hard for me to track down, this specific camo pattern. The company that makes this pattern in the gear is called Tac Gear, but I've also seen it called MMB. These are called the Tac Gear Intervention Pants. These were very hard to track down, and the camo pattern, it's called Zentauron. So I do have a jacket in the same pattern here, but it's lined and it's very heavy. I probably would not wear it very often. More than likely when it snows, I would just wear these pants and my normal Flecktarn top here. I do also have a base layer I would probably wear when it's chilly. When it's very chilly, I'll be wearing probably this underneath my field top here. Just my base layer. This is mostly wool, I believe. So what I would change about this kit, let's put this over to the side real quick. What would I change about this kit? The first thing I would consider changing is probably the field top and maybe the pants too for when it gets hotter. This field top is a size medium. However, when I got it, the sleeve length was really, really very long. Like, it was like maybe like half a foot. Like, just, it came all the way down here. It wasn't, the sizing isn't a long size, it's just medium. But for some reason, their sizing is very strange, so consider that when ordering stuff from Helikon. I had this shortened, and the Velcro and everything shortened and reapplied on here by a local guy who does boot repair. So he did a really good job of shortening these sleeves for me. I do like this field top though, because it has the mesh armpit vents. It just fits really good, but the material is a little bit heavy. It might be too hot for the summer. The vents and the pits do help a little bit. If I were to change this top out, I'd probably go with an Arktis field top. This one is actually an Arktis field top in scan cam, Swedish M90 scan cam, which is a little bit brighter than the regular M90 pattern. These are pretty good shirts. This is a small and they fit me pretty good, but they're sometimes hard to find in stock with the multicam pattern, the Flectarn pattern sometimes. So I would go with one of these for a field shirt instead of potentially this Helikon shirt. But the other option I might get soon, I might order a field top from Kohler, and also a pair of pants, field pants from Kohler. These aren't a bad pair of pants. The immediate problem that I've noticed is this stretch material area. It likes to collect burrs a lot, and thorns kind of tear it up a little bit. I've only worn these a few times in the brush, and they've already got some wear on this stretchy part, so maybe not the best thing to wear in heavy brush. If you knew that you would not be in any heavy brush and burrs and stuff, these are probably really good pants. The material itself is pretty thin. It would be nice for summer, but again, like the integrated knee pads are nice. It is going to add some heat in the summer for sure. And they're going to hold a lot more water in the winter when you don't want to be wet. So probably consider some type of field pant for the winter and the summer maybe. I do like these pants, though. They're quite comfortable. I may take off the tourniquet pouches down here with like my other pair I have. I haven't noticed too much snagging with brush with these empty tourniquet pouches. So other than that, I'm really happy with the boots. These boots are a trekking type boot. I figured for this kit, it really deserves a really good high quality pair of leather boots. I've always wanted a pair of leather boots that were Goodyear welt construction, stitched on sole, as my primary boots I would use that I can rely on. And these are really nice. They're trekking boots. They're pretty heavy duty, kind of heavy, and they don't flex very much over the terrain. So they're really good for rocks, rough terrain, going down steep hills. They hold up really well. The left boot gave me some rubbing and in my tendon area, it gave me some blisters there. But they seem to be breaking in pretty well. They are leather lined. So very comfortable, very well made boots. I'm very happy with them so far. Other than that, my pack, I'm not too happy with my pack. Like I said earlier, this pack, the two zippers for the main compartment there, they have a lip that covers them, keep out water or snow or whatever, and they just constantly bind up on this lip, this cover. And it's not the greatest sometimes to open up and close, so it's okay, I guess. It's not made in Poland. This is made, I think, in Vietnam, so it's not an expensive pack. And it's already, okay, so it's just ripping right there from my pruning shears. That's awesome. That's not great. Like, what is that thing poking me in the finger? Yeah, so that's awesome. I didn't even have those in for that very long. My Fisker's pruning shears are just, like, came open, looks like. Oh no. Yeah, these came open, so that's not ideal. I need to get a sheath for those, maybe. So yeah, it's clearly not the greatest pack. Those were pretty sharp shears, though. I do like the Molly. You can put magazine pouches, whatever you want in the sides here. The thing that's very useless on this pack is the sternum strap. This thing constantly, it just doesn't stay. You can adjust this, make it tighter all you want. It just loosens up immediately almost, so that's kind of useless. It just, so yeah, and this has an elastic piece here, so this is kind of nice. But other than that, I do like using sternum straps usually, but this one's kind of useless. It just kind of loosens up. It still works, I guess. It has a hip belt. I'm sure you can remove it if you want to. Doesn't do a whole lot. So real quick, go over the rifle today. Like I said, if you want more information about this, it's already on my Instagram. It's just a Brownells BRN4. I got the SIG Romeo 4T Pro, and this is a 14.5. This is the Brownells medium profile barrel, not the heavy one, and the pin and welded Griffin muzzle device, 3-prong. So not much to say about this. I've been shooting it a little bit lately, and it's running pretty good. I like it a lot. As far as your rifle choice for your LARP kit, I don't know yet. You have to have something really crazy and esoteric. I mean, yeah, it would be cool to have a G36 type rifle, but that's kind of beyond people's reach with that. So I think as long as you have an AR type platform that's has some sort of cool looking camo pattern spray painted on there, like that's good enough. That'll be perfect. You don't have to have a 416 or something German or something crazy like that, I don't think. But it's important to remember, like, looking good is what matters most. So if you don't have a cool paint job, what's the point? So I think that's about covers it for this kit. I'm thinking about doing a video on the chest rig just by itself here. It is not much to it. I mean, it's kind of expensive, but it does look very nice, and it's fairly comfortable. So let me know in the comments if you would like to see a video on the chest rig by itself. I used to have all 5 of these magazine pouches with bungees. Now, I mean, there's also 2 here. I put a 2 mag insert up front here. And they do have bungees because they're up front. But I like the magazine pouches. They're the retention's pretty good. It's not, some of these are stuck because the paint kind of was sticking to the pouches. For some reason, the paint was getting really sticky on those. So some of these might need retention, like on the sides here. The middle ones here seem pretty good. You don't have to have an expensive chest rig, I don't think. You can use whatever rig you want, as long as, again, it kind of matches the rest of your kit. That's pretty much it, people. One more thing, a good source for a lot of this gear, a good place to get stuff, not just Flecktarn, but other stuff too. Obviously, I've already mentioned Arktis. ASMC.com is where I got a lot of stuff. The bladder tube cover I got from there. I've already mentioned Helikon-Tex. Zentauron is a German manufacturer. They make a bunch of Flecktarn gear. And I've already mentioned briefly Kohler. They're a very well-known German manufacturer of clothing. So there's also other manufacturers that I'm gonna place below in the description, just to make things a little more brief. I'll have that additional info about gear in the description. So I think that's it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you later.